while you are your business and you are your chief marketing officer, just because someone says no does not mean that they're rejecting you. And that's probably, for me at least, one of the most difficult things about being an entrepreneur, is that when anybody says, I'm not ready to buy video or I'm not ready to have you do my event, I take it personally. And so that's just my thing. And that's something that I struggle with. But I just want you to know that it happens to all of us, and we can actually reject that rejection, keep the mindset that everybody out there is a client, everybody out there is a customer. We treat them that way, and eventually they'll come to us. There's 14, 15 million people in the city. It's next. So let's get into the program. So the Marketing Mastery Program is basically 3 pieces to it. It's very simple. And a lot of it is mindset. You will hear me talk a lot about mindset. I'm a meditator, I practice Zen, I'm really into mind science. I read an awful lot of books, and I have a very close friend who's actually a scientist, and he actually deals with the science of selling and where in our brains those decisions come from. So this is very important. So step 1 is identify your perfect client. So you identify your perfect client, and we're going to do a worksheet where we're going to work through that. And what that means is you're doing as much pre-qualifying as you can. And when you're doing video, you always want to be speaking to that perfect client. And a lot of time when I say this to people, it's like we actually identify an individual. And you speak to that individual. But what happens is you're not leaving everybody else out. What you're doing is you're coming from your own authenticity. You're connected to your passion, and you're really doing that. And what happens is that, again, the perfect pre-qualifier, if somebody's watching you and you're speaking from your passion and you're communicating from your real true self, then what you're doing is you're qualifying your customer. And if they're not interested, they're not interested, and you're not wasting time with them on the phone. But if you're speaking to an individual and the people are finding you, what they will do, if they find you interesting, they're going to find the pieces in what you're saying that apply to them and appeal to them, and then they're going to come to you. So step 1 is identify your perfect client.